Hey my good friends, Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV. Recently I got the chance to finally take a quick drive in the all-new Toyota GR Supra, the car we've all been waiting for, I think. Anyway, I'm going to show it to you inside and out, give you an idea of what my driving impressions are. So, when Toyota and BMW announced years back that they would collaborate on a sports car together, many rejoiced. I did. I mean, BMW, right? What could go wrong? In such, this year arrived the all-new 2020 Toyota GR Supra. Built on the same assembly line as the also new for this year BMW Z4, the new 2020 GR Supra arrives with styling very tightly penned to the DNA of the last generation model, which was enormously popular in the tuner enthusiast circles for being bulletproof and having near unlimited potential. The new GR Supra has shoes to fill, suffice it to say. This car, though styled on the exterior, much like a Toyota sports car, is after spending some time with it really just a BMW Z4. Its chassis, engine, transmission, and suspension, and much of the interior, all BMW. It feels like one, it smells like one, it sounds like one, and of course, it drives like one. Not a bad thing necessarily. Sitting behind the wheel, you will find a unique cabin in its trims that are kind of Toyota-esque. Look around, however, and you will soon start to recognize switch panels, infotainment screen and controls, gear lever, and most everything lifted from a BMW parts bin, just arranged with different care. Seats are good and tight, as is the luggage compartment in my tester, truncated with the JBL sound system. The takeaway from the interior is that the aftertaste is, well, BMW. This includes the annoying shift puck from BMW, the annoying infotainment controls from BMW, and a few other things annoying like squeaks and creaks from the trim and interior components, all from BMW. In fact, while this is a hardtop car, it flexed and twisted, shuddered and shook as a structure, just like the convertible on which it's based, almost as if the hardtop roof was simply a strap-on, a disappointment for a car costing nearly $60,000. In my tester, the rear hatch warning light flashed and chimed incessantly as it was convinced it was ajar even though it wasn't, something our press car rep said they've had fixed at the dealer 3 times, yet it keeps breaking. BMW. Now don't get me wrong, BMW is not all bad, but if you've lived with one, as I have, I've had several in my life, you know the price of admission is the act of living with one. The upshot is its 3-liter inline turbocharged 6 with 335 horsepower and 365 pound-feet of torque, which kicks you nicely in the back and sounds rip-snorting naughty, especially when you dial up the sport mode. Its 8-speed automatic transmission, the only choice I'll point out, manages the power well and is really not that much of a disappointment. What is a disappointment, however, is the engine's auto start-stop system, which in my opinion has no place in a performance car. Handling was a strong point. It got that too from BMW, which means a tight, precise chassis with steering sharp as a razor. Brakes are responsive and the car just flat out feels good at speed, whether on the highway or blasting around town. Toyota found a good partner for this aspect of the Supra. In the end, the new 2020 GR Supra is a fun car that fills the box for a sports car in the Toyota lineup. It's got a style that gets more attention than anything I've driven this year, and the fun to back it up. The question becomes, is it a real Toyota or a BMW with a Japanese accent? Look, I don't know what to say, folks. Yes, I've been sarcastic. Yes, I've bagged on it. And I'm not bagging on BMW per se. I've owned a lot of them. I have loved every BMW that I've had, but I was honest with myself, right? I knew what I was getting into and I learned how to fix it because I got tired of going to the dealership all the time, even though I used to be able to brag to all my friends at work. My BMW broke again. Yeah, it's so great. Seriously though, the only concern I have about this car is, yeah, it's fun, it's good looking, it performs wonderfully, a good value probably in the sports car scene is that if you're a Toyota customer and you're trading out of your GT86 or you had a Supra before, maybe you've owned a lot of Toyotas, this isn't one, right? You buy this car, your expectation is you're going to go to the dealership for an oil change once in a while for your scheduled maintenance. Not if you own a BMW. No, if you own this car, you're going to be going there 3 or 4 times to get the hatch light turned off because it thinks it's broken. Or it's not going to start one day just because it decided not to. Or fill in the blank. This is what owning a BMW is about, is this kind of stuff. It's just not going to be the same ownership and living experience you might be used to with your Corolla. So buyer beware. Just kidding. Well, not really. So there you are, my quick test drive of the GR Supra. I liked it, mostly. So there you go. Click right here, see my latest video, or better yet, click right down there, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Either way, stay tuned.